This is the worst type of engine that money can buy. It's about the Inline 3.
Damn!
It's because the engine has a lot of vibrations, it struggles to make some power, fuel consumption is high if you push it, and it's not that reliable either. The reason for today having so many Inline 3 engines is because we have CO2 emissions regulations, EU laws, and so on. These engines are more popular in Europe than in the US, Canada, or around the world. I have to give some credit though to a few cool Inline 3 engines. The Rocket R3 from the Triumph motorcycle, 2.5 Inline 3, masterpiece. The Inline 3 from the BMW i8, and the Inline 3 from the Toyota GR Yaris, which is a 1.6 Inline 3 turbo, which is a lot of fun. Except a few cars, a few engines, the general Inline 3 1 liter capacity, 0.9 capacity, 0.8 capacity, 1.2 capacity, these engines suck. I have driven a few and I accidentally even own one. I have an old car, Matiz, which has a 0.8 engine, naturally aspirated, it has 52 horsepower, and it's an Inline 3. The car is very light, it's very tiny, it's very small, and it's also pretty reliable because the engine does not have that much power, it's not turbocharged, and it's not heavy. And it boasts a simple construction technology, old school. I mean, instead of having 1.8, 2.0, 2.5, 3 liter capacities, we went to 1.0 3-cylinder turbo engines, which make around 90 to 120 horsepower. So it's a lot of power from a tiny engine. The car is heavy, fuel consumption is high, it's not efficient, and it sucks. A lot of vibrations, a lot of discomfort. Power delivery is not smooth at all. You basically have an unbalanced engine, and I think it's a pain for the driver long term. If you want a decent engine in the long term, you should at least buy an Inline 4 if you don't have the money for an Inline 6, a V6, or a V8. From what I can tell, gasoline in the US is rising in price, with some prices surpassing $6 per gallon in California, which basically translates to the same price we have in Europe, even a bit more expensive in some areas. And basically that's why in Europe we have these more efficient cars, because fuel prices are more expensive and we have a lot of taxes on big engines. I think there are not too many 1.0 engines in the US or in Canada, but I think they have the chance to come soon. In Europe we are flooded with these kinds of engines, and I'm telling you, don't buy one. They don't even have the half of the reliability of a Inline 4 engine from a Toyota or from a 2-liter diesel from Volkswagen. So why would you buy one? You would buy one only if you buy a brand new car, you do some delivery, you do some work with the car, it has warranty, and as soon as the warranty goes away or it reaches a certain amount of miles, kilometers, you want to sell it as soon as possible. This is why I always recommend on my Romanian channel, if you want to buy a used car and you want to keep it for another 100 or 200,000 kilometers, buy a used diesel engine, because diesel engines generally last more mileage. They have almost a double life expectancy compared to a regular gasoline engine, especially if it's a tiny one or a turbo. It's just a tiny little fella trying to move a house. At some point it gets tired and problems will start to occur. So if you want to have headaches, avoid Inline 3 engines, avoid tiny engines, buy the regular ones, buy the bigger ones if you can afford, and your life will be much better. Personally, I own a Camry 2.5 inline 4 hybrid and a 2.5 inline 6 from BMW. And I do own a small car. I told you it's for content purposes, but I don't drive that car daily or for personal use. So yeah, buy a Toyota, buy a bigger engine, and your life will be much better. Trust me. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys in the next episode.